So we're starting with two 5.5-inch by 4-foot boards that we got from Lowe's, and we are measuring them to 35 inches long and making a mark. And then we're going to be taking our circular saw and cutting on our straight line. So now we have two 5.5-inch by 35-inch long boards. And then I have this 1.5-inch by 8-foot piece of wood, and I'm going to cut three 3-inch pieces. So now that all my wood is cut, I'm going to lay the two boards down, and I will leave about 1.5 inch gap between the two boards. Then taking those three 3-inch pieces of wood that we cut, I measured 5 inches in from the left side and secured the first piece in place. And then I found the center of my boards, and after doing some measurements, I placed the second 3-inch piece in the center. Now you can pre-drill these pieces so they don't split. And then I put my third piece 5 inches in from the right side. And now I have both my boards connected. And then I took some espresso Minwax wood finish stain, and using a paper towel, I applied it to the entire piece. Now I do suggest that you use gloves when applying the stain, and you can also use a foam brush and then wipe off with a paper towel. But the paper towel worked fine for me. Once I had the stain applied all over, I let it sit to dry. Now I found these cute metal buckets from the Dollar Tree, and using a metal drill bit, I drilled a hole at the top of each bucket. Using a Sharpie marker, I marked about 1/2 inch into the bucket, close to the seam, and drilled the hole. Now you're going to use the 3 small pieces of wood we used to connect the two boards as your guide for where to place the metal buckets. I then used my tape measure just to double check. Taking some screws in the metal bucket, I secured them to the top board. I used the rope as my guide, and I lined the bottom part of the rope to the bottom edge of the board to make sure I had them hanging evenly. Now when you pick your screw, you want to make sure the head of the screw is bigger than the hole you drilled into the bucket. Also, if you're unable to build this piece, I'm sure you could go to any craft store to the unfinished wood section and find something similar to attach these metal buckets to. Add a hanger on the back and throw some artificial plants inside the buckets, and you have this adorable wall hanging. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to go over to our YouTube channel to check out some other tutorials. Have a great weekend.